Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and hopefully do a quick video about a dream that I had on the 21st of June this year. So I'll just get straight into it. So the dream that I had, I knew that it was between midnight and 6 a.m. Although in the dream, obviously, it was very bright out, so it looked like it was daytime, but I knew that it was between midnight and 6 a.m. So that's a bit strange, but anyway, so I was standing up looking outside my bedroom window. The funny thing about this is it's quite tall, and because I'm quite short, usually I have to, get up on something to look out of it. But in this dream, it was like centered in front of me, like a TV or something, and so it was quite easy to see just straight out of it. So I was looking out my bedroom window, and I saw this smoke cloud just come up. Now I should probably describe the background as well. It wasn't like I live in the suburbs, but it didn't look like what it looks like when I look out my window. It looked like more of a country sort of thing. So I could just see green grass, like as far as you could see, and it was like hilly sort of thing. So I could see this smoke cloud basically come up, and my first thought when I had seen this in my dream was, well, there goes Australia. And now, so what I thought, basically to kind of explain that a little bit more, is that I definitely follow what's going on in the world, and volcanoes waking up just everywhere around the world, and obviously the earthquakes and things that are going on. So, and I thought that nothing had really happened in Australia yet, and not that I know of anyway. I know we've had two earthquakes, I think, but nothing really. So that's what I thought when I had seen this cloud. So I knew that this cloud was an ash cloud from a volcanic eruption. I just knew that. So and then I was thinking, I was wondering whether one of my friends actually was seeing this at the same time, because between me and her, we know a lot about what's kind of going on. We're always following things that are going on. So I was wondering if she could see this as well, and about talking to her about it. And I was just looking at it, looking out my window, looking at this smoke cloud and trying to figure out how far away it was. Now, as I said, I knew it was a volcano, but I couldn't see like a top of a volcano. Like I could only see a cloud, like because there was like a hill in the way. So I couldn't actually see a top of a volcano, but I knew it was. So then in my dream, it changed. So it was back to just being like green hilly, the same thing as it was before, but without any smoke or anything like that. So the next thing that had happened is I saw the earth moving in two separate directions. So I saw a line, I guess maybe a fault line, I guess, I don't know. So it was just a line, and then furthest away from me, that side went left and the side near me went right. So it was like they were going like that. So, but I knew there was a gap in this line. So that separated like these two halves of the line. So I knew there was a gap, but I wasn't sure how big the gap was, because I was a little bit of a distance too far away to kind of see whether there was, or how big it was. How big it was. But the side away from me moved to the left, and the side nearest to me moved to the right. So they just like moved alongside each other. So it was like there was just earth like moving alongside each other. So that's probably a fault line from what I kind of know about about them. That's what I would guess that it was, basically. So yeah, but an earthquake kind of happened after this. But I've never experienced an earthquake, so I can't be 100% sure that it was an earthquake, because it wasn't like what I expected an earthquake to be. So what I expected an earthquake to be was like a shake. So, which it kind of was, but not like that. So what happened in my dream, I'll just explain it. I think it was an earthquake. So what happened is, in my dream, I just remember it was like being pushed and pulled, like back and forth sort of thing, more than just a shake. It was like a being back and forth kind of motion. And all I remember thinking in my dream was like, it's like I'm drunk, you know, when you get a bit like stumbly when you're drunk. And I don't drink anymore, but when I used to, this is like from previous experience, when I used to drink. I don't anymore. But I just remember I was thinking it was like being drunk and you're just kind of, you know, going back and forth and stumbling a bit. That's all I could think of, you know. So I don't know. I think that was an earthquake. It was more like a pull and push sort of thing than a shake. And then I heard a voice, and I don't know like who this was. It was just a voice saying, "What is happening?" And after that, I just remember questioning and thinking I remember thinking that there was a tsunami coming, and thinking, you know, where am I in terms of the coast and how far inland am I and things like that, and trying to figure out whether I was enough inland to escape it, or, you know, like how I would get out of here and, you know, get away from it, basically, sort of thing. Basically, so that was basically my dream. Now I know that a sister in Christ very close to me, I think it's relevant to kind of bring it up here. She has had a dream many, many years ago about a tsunami, actually, and she said, very basically, I don't want to go into, you know, too much. She just said that she saw a tsunami coming on the east coast of Australia, and that the tsunami came inland. I don't know how far inland, you know, but she said it was quite a bit. So, and also on that, I have had on a handful of occasions, I've had between midnight and 1, because I work nights, so I actually stay up quite late. But between midnight and 1, this has happened every time it was between midnight and 1. I've had it a handful of times now where I've just had this knowing that there was a tsunami coming. Like, I just knew that there was a tsunami coming, and where I am, like where I live now, I knew that it wasn't high enough, and that's quite bad because I live quite high up. Like, we live on a decent hill, so, you know, if it was to come up that high, it'd be really high. And so I just knew, thinking at these times there's a tsunami coming and there's nothing I can do because I'm not high enough. Basically, each time I had that. So I'm not 100% sure whether that is important, because I know I definitely knew my dream was between midnight and 6 a.m. and each time I've had this has been between midnight and 1. So I don't know whether that timing's relevant or not relevant. And I live in Brisbane, Australia, so I don't know whether that's relevant. I mean, I know there's people that talk about this stuff, and I don't know. So, but that's what I know anyway, and I'm just putting it out there that that's what I know and what I've experienced, basically. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, basically, so that's my dream, in that where I am, Brisbane, Australia, I had that dream about living here in Brisbane. So that there was a volcano, followed by an earthquake, followed by a tsunami. Don't know if that's what will happen or in that order or how. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just putting that forth to you guys, and yeah, always pray. So that's very important to always pray, guys. Pray about everything all the time. Pray continuously all the time. It's very important. So I just basically wanted to put that dream out there for you guys, and I pray that you are well and happy and healthy and joyful. You know, just pray and just be loving and kind. You know, love your neighbor. Very important. You know, Father keeps stressing that to me. It's just love your neighbor as yourself is just the number one important thing, and also to love him with all your heart, mind, soul, spirit, and everything like that. Two very important things to be focusing on right now, guys. And I just pray that you're protected and safe and everything like that. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.